Hey everybody. Well, a lot of you have known me a long time, and you know what type of things I talk about. I like to talk about love and hope and wonderful things like that sometimes we all need a bit of a kickstart into remembering because in the worst times of life, in the hardest times, we tend to forget that there is indeed a light at the end of the tunnel, even if we can't see it. So, for all those that are feeling like there is no hope, please do remember that life can change in an instant. The world can turn on a dime, as the Americans say. One minute life is perfect, the next it's rubbish and really hard to cope with. But if you just hold on, everything could change in a split moment, and everything could look up. So I want everybody to remember that, because I'm the kind of person that some may say I'm pessimistic, but I say I'm a realist. A realist of my own reality, perhaps, which is always surreal. But I've always been quite down, and oh my goodness, life is so hard, I can't continue, I don't want to continue. Stop world, I want to get off, and all that kind of thing. But recently I do remember that there is hope. I've spoken of hope for so many years, but did I ever really believe for my life? There is hope, ladies and gentlemen, there is hope. And if you don't feel very hopeful, that's okay. Just know that hope is there. Just know that life can change. You may even not have to go through change. It may just change, just like that, just like the weather, just like time. One strike of the clock could mean one thing, and another strike could mean another. Well, today, well, today, in this video, I'd like to talk about a few things. Now, you'll all know what I usually talk about: love, friendship, hope, deep and meaningful, very serious kind of things that not everybody appreciates. But today, I'm going to talk about nudity. To be naked. To have all your clothes removed. It's not something I would normally talk about, but why not? I was talking to a very, 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 incredibly, very dear friend, and a comment was said around the point of nudity. I know, I bet you'd all love to know what that conversation was about, but I'm not telling. But anyway, it suddenly dawned on me. We all wear clothes. Now that may sound funny because obviously it's not a big major epiphany to discover, or it's not like a moment of enlightenment. Of course we all wear clothes. But when we go out of our own homes, we cover pretty much all of our body with clothing. We don't want to show ourselves, show our skin, show our intimate places, these kinds of things, and that's understandable. Some people will say that clothing is just for warmth or protection, but from observation I would say that clothing is to shield people from the sight of their nakedness. Some people don't have a problem with that, and all power to them. If you like that kind of thing, well, whatever makes you happy and whatever lights your bonfire. I'm glad that you have something to get your party started. But for me, I rather like putting some clothes on before I go outside. Now I was thinking, why do we do that? As I say, we do it to keep warm, to cover ourselves up. We don't want prying eyes to see our nakedness. But the thing is, some people give their nudity away too easily. They give their bodies away too easily. They let people do intimate things to them too easily. Now, I believe that that kind of thing, if you're getting where I'm going, the whole intimately sexual kind of activities, I believe those things should be expressly and only for the person you're in love with. Assuming they're in love with you too, of course. If you've got a secret desire for the milkman, but he's not exactly in love with you, please do not open your door to the milkman with no clothes on. I would not recommend it. He may not give you milk for a very long time. That said, he I'm not going to do that joke. So anyway, I was thinking about the people we're in love with, and what a privilege it is to be in love with someone, to have them love you back. And I'm talking about getting naked with these people. Now, I don't necessarily mean to engage in sexual activity. What I mean is, we trust that person so deeply that we are willing, and even without thinking about it, to allow them in on a special gift, that is to see us with no clothes on. We are so concerned about our modesty when we go out that we get dressed. But with one person, one special person, we allow them to see us at our most vulnerable when we're naked. And I was just thinking how wonderful that is, to be trusted enough, to be loved enough, to have someone consider us safe, and to give them security that they feel they can be at their utmost vulnerable with us. We put clothes on to go out. We spend so much time covering ourselves up with clothing, with coats, with bags and, accessories and hats and coats and scarves, and some people anyway. Even makeup, we put a lot of war paint on so that people won't see the real us. I don't know about you, but I wear sunglasses because I think that they make me invisible. Do they make me invisible? No, but it makes me feel better. And so I was thinking, we go to all this effort to cover up. And what an absolute honor it is to be in a loving relationship where you can show yourself at your most vulnerable. And not only is that an honor for you to be able to do that with someone, what an honor and a privilege and an incredible blessing that somebody would consider us that amazing that they would be naked for us, that they would, undress before us or come out of the bath semi-naked, this kind of thing. I don't just mean sex, but you can include sex in it. And all of a sudden I was just blown away, just completely blown away that we all get that trust. It's like the biggest gift in the world, other than love itself and other than God and these important things. And I know I'm rambling because I can't make my point, and I haven't written any notes, which I'm famous for. But I was just, it's one of these simple things of life and relationships that I just get blown away by. I was dumbfounded. I'm sat there thinking, my goodness, my goodness. And the thing is people don't respect that. They don't honor that. I think it's the greatest honor in the world that somebody would want to, or would allow themselves to be naked and vulnerable in front of me. I think that's the greatest blessing, the greatest honor, and you reciprocate that with respect, and you honor that person also. And because you value the gift that has been given you. And yet so many people go out, they flash their boobs, they don't wear underwear, they wear the shortest skirts in the world, and basically women, more or less, not all women, before somebody thinks I'm sexist or something. But and then there's people that sleep with people, they get naked with each other and have sex with them, and sometimes they don't even know them. And yet what an incredible, amazing honor that is, to give yourself to somebody in that way. Your nakedness, your vulnerability, it's all very, very precious, and it's sacred. And if you've given yourself away too easily in the past, you can't get that back. You can't undo it. But from now on, please do respect yourself enough that you will give that to somebody who is deserving and worthy of it. Because it's a very special honor for that person, but also for you. And people give away their intimacy far too much and far too easily. And for what? Nothing. So that's all I wanted to say, really. I was just blown away by one of life's little things, and perhaps I'm a prude. Some people will think I'm a prude, but I believe that there is one person for every single person in the world, and only one, and it's the magic of love. It's the dream of love, of true love, of fairy tale romance. A lot of people settle for less. And I think it's because they don't believe in perfect love. Because, of course, perfect love comes from God, but I mean perfect love between humans. They don't believe there's a soulmate for everybody. They don't believe there's one person for everybody. They don't even believe in the sacredness of the human body, of nakedness, of sexual intercourse, of all these things. What sex is a communication between two people of the greatest love in the world, and that's what sex is and should be about. And people just give it away. And it makes me sad because I know what they could have, but because they don't believe in the magic, they give everything away too easily. And one day, perhaps they'll realize what they missed when they see it in others, when they see two old people, be it an old married couple, or two old ladies holding hands, or two elderly gay men together, lovingly caressing each other, and they will see that and they'll think, my word, why didn't I ever have that? So everybody, please do respect your bodies. Please do respect who you are, your fragileness, your nakedness, your innermost secrets, everything. Everything. I insist you respect it, because you don't realize how precious you are, how special you are, and how much somebody may love you. If you don't have it now, you will have it if you believe in it and if you seek it with all your heart. Thank you for listening to my little lecture. I apologize for rambling and talking too much, and perhaps brushing over a subject that not too many people are keen on talking about, but that's what I'm all about, so you know what you're getting with me. Thank you for watching and listening, and thank you for being there. You are all very special people, and I love and respect you all ever so dearly. Look at you. You're so beautiful. So beautiful. Bye-bye for now.